You don't think Eminem is one of the best rappers of all time?
According to who?
You, rap fan.
Here we go.
Let me say something to you. And this is going to my African fundamentalism. No non-African can ever be the best of anything African. It is an insult to the ancestors, it is an insult to the race, and it is an insult to every black person. Do you think I could go to Palestine and be the best anything of Palestinian culture?
So you just disqualified yourself with that logic. Not to, be Captain Obvious in the room here, but this guy obviously believes what he's saying, and he's speaking very passionately. But go to Africa. Right? I've got plenty of African fans. I've been there. There is a difference between African and African American, right? Dr. Umar is an African American. There's African American culture here in the United States, which is very different from African culture in Africa. You can't just redraw the borders and according to your logic, you've just completely disqualified yourself from that conversation. So most rappers in the United States of America then can't even connect with hip hop because he's making it an African thing? Where are we going with this? Come on, buddy.
Thing of Palestinian culture? You never see that. You think I could go to Israel and be the best of anything in Israel, whether it be a cook, an instrumentalist, a dancer? Hell no. And we have to stop naming non-African people, Joe.
But I disagree.
Stay with me though. Let me finish this. We got to stop naming non-African
that was cute. He just hit puberty there with his voice.
people as being the best of any aspect of our cultural products.
Joe, I think you
because
can.
it is an insult.
You
we gotta
can.
stop
It is an
inviting.
insult.
We can acknowledge that the talent is the.
Yes, I can acknowledge Eminem's title.
We should.
But let me tell you.
Go ahead.
For you to
what I
put him
think.
at the top,
Let me ask you this.
that's white supremacy,
Let me
bro.
tell you this.
That's white supremacy.
What's white culture?
I don't see Eminem building those schools and hospitals.
We gotta
I don't
stop
see
inviting
DJ
people to the
Khaled
cookout.
building those schools and
You know what I'm saying?
hospitals.
What's the white
I don't see DJ Vlad building no damn bets in supermarkets.
Yo, I'm asking.
Hell no.
Oh my God.
Ain't no.
Wow. So, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Look, first and foremost, one thing I want to get on the table right away is we do have to appreciate the roots of hip hop. 1,000,000%. We have to appreciate where it came from. The communities that it gave a voice to, and the people who pioneered it, the people who paved the way for others to come through. I think we should always respect that history. We should always connect with it. We should always pay homage to the greats. And, any true MC worth their salt is always looking to just further that and to continue that lineage. And it's a privilege to have this platform. It is an absolute privilege to be a part of hip hop and to be able to make rap music. I want to get that on the table right away. And that's a different discussion to me. There's some logical points here that are a completely different discussion to be had. But if you boil this down to the roots of it, think about this simple statement, right? Because this is what he's getting at here. Eminem cannot be considered top 5, cannot be considered for any accolades or awards or any conversation because of his skin color. He cannot be considered in rap music because he is white. Okay? Stay with me here. That's the root of it. So this person cannot do this because of their skin color. Do we not see the racist tones here? Do we not see how I feel like we're going backwards again. Are we going back to the days of segregation now? Hey, because of your skin color, you can't use this water fountain. This water fountain was built by white people. So congratulations. We're going to build you a separate water fountain. What are we getting at here? And at the end of the day, it's music. It's about skill, right? It's about talent. And the beautiful thing about skill and talent is that they do not discriminate. It does not matter what your skin tone or skin color is when it comes to your talent, right? That shines through and speaks for itself. But anyways, I already can see some of the comments, some of the things I'm going to get because of my commentary in response to this. So we're going to see what a fellow content creator and a fellow reactor in the homie Stevie Knight has to say on this situation. Let's jump into it.
Oh, he's such a troll, bro. He know exactly what he doing too, man. He trying to get paid, just spitting out this garbage.
Try to get that paycheck.
We're supposed to just ignore reality because our feelings is in it. Yeah, I mean that's essentially what I got from that. Yeah, I mean Eminem if it ain't your number one, bro, objectively, to 95% of hip hop fans, cuz is top 5, dead or alive. He's one to a lot of people, black and white, right? But we're supposed to ignore that reality because we're so emotionally invested in the hip hop.
I mean, that's so true, though. At the end of the day, music is very emotional, right? We connect with music emotionally. So whenever you have conversations about who your favorite artist is, who's the best, people do get fired up. People get very emotional about it because we're so connected and invested in music. I get that. And obviously, Stevie talking from his perspective on how hip hop is viewed and how emotionally invested he is in this situation. See where it keeps going.
Us as something we built. I understand why feelings is hurt, bro. But dog, if you don't get this goddamn bullshit out here, bro, that's just racist, bro. That is the epitome of racism, the definition of racism, perpetuating the shit that we don't fucking need. He think he out here doing us a favor? Nah, bro, you making yourself look stupid as fuck, and the black folks that align with your frame of mind stupid as fuck too, man. Because if some white dude was out here saying the same shit that you just fucking said, bruh, they gonna flip this fucking crib upside down. How dare you say that nobody black can be the best basketball player of all time? Basketball came from white culture, didn't it? Bruh, can you imagine if that shit fucking happened?
I know, man. Michael Jordan cannot be considered the GOAT. LeBron James can't be up there in conversations. Kobe Bryant, because at the end of the day, in Indiana, a white guy invented basketball. So that's the root. So we can only talk about Larry Bird. You know, you take that logic and you apply it in other fields, in other areas, and it gets flipped. And again, I know there's a different conversation about something that's more cultural. You talk about the roots of it, but you also have to appreciate what hip hop has evolved into and what hip hop has become. And music changes over time. That's the beautiful thing about music. Like anything that becomes massively successful, it all of a sudden touches a worldwide audience. You want to talk about skill and honing your craft? All right, let's look at like soccer, for instance, football, right? The modern game of soccer, of football, was developed and honed in England. Well, that was by a white person, right? That was for the working class originally within England to let off steam, to play, right? So you have those roots, and that has a very strong cultural identity within football with that. So basically, when we talk about football nowadays, we can only talk about English players, and actually we can only talk about white English players according to Dr. Umar's logic as the greatest of all time. Pele, move aside. Messi, see you later. Ronaldo, no. We're talking English. It's got to be English. It's got to be. You see what we're getting at, right? That is the same as hip hop nowadays, because you got to appreciate what hip hop has become. There's amazing artists in India, amazing MCs in Korea now, amazing MCs in Japan, amazing MCs in South, all over. It is really a worldwide phenomenon. We're not only excluding Eminem from this logic, we're excluding so much of the rest of the world from this logic. You see the danger in this type of thinking? Like I'm always about supporting lines of thinking and logic that bring people together, that unify, versus grains and seeds of thought that sow division, that create a this is us and this is them mentality. And this is what's happening. This is a new form of sort of divide and conquer. Let's divide people yet again according to fucking race. Let's divide people according to race. Let's put boundaries up and guidelines for this. And Eminem's talked about this in his music. And even this guy, he's like, well, what has Eminem done? Does he build schools? Well, actually, yeah, Eminem has donated millions upon millions. You can go look up his charities and what he has done for underprivileged communities and the people that he has tried to support and that he has tried to uplift. And Eminem only ever pays homage to hip hop. He tries to support other artists from the black community. He is always trying to give back to hip hop. But for whatever reason, he always has the biggest target on his back, doesn't he?
Bruh, if you see like some Aryan Nation nationalists out here come up here saying, hey, there will never, ever be a black man that will ever be the best at basketball, ever be the best at football, ever be the best at golf. It would never happen.
Come on.
Because it came from whiteness, right? Objectively, it's just false as hell, right? He sounds stupid. It's exactly what the fuck Umar just did. And we
I mean, it makes sense, though. This is the same guy that basically just said interracial marriage, no, it can't happen. You can't have, we can't mix. We can't be doing that, right? Homosexuality, no.
Allowed this man to have a platform saying this shit, bro.
He really gets money and he gets paid off of saying wild shit. That's his job, is to create controversy.
I gotta laugh at it, dog. Like that it would used to piss me off, bro. But I heard so much bullshit out this man's mouth, dog. Like I wanted to low key wait for the entire video to drop, dog. But I'm not trying to waste my time with this shit. What I did notice is that Joe Budden took up for M, though, bro. Like, what you mean? You wouldn't consider Eminem one of the greatest rappers of all time? That's Joe. You know, Joe's one of M's public biggest haters at this point. So that's big on Joe to, you know, bring that reality up. Yeah, I mean, regardless of the bullshit that Joe be talking about. How many times has Joe called Eminem whack? Come on, man. You gotta draw that shit back now because you realize what it is, bro. And you realize how stupid Umar sounded when you said you can't agree with that. Anytime you see someone not a representative of a certain group doing what that group does better than them, they get all the recognition in the world. It's the white chocolate factor. You see a white boy come on the damn court and go crazy against a bunch of black folk, it gets all the recognition in the world, bro. When you see a white boy,
hey man, gym on Fridays, baby. I'm from PG County, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, I go to the gym, I'd be picked last, I'd ball the fuck out, right? They used to call me white chocolate.
That track and start smoking all the black folks, bro. They go crazy because it's just. It's not supposed to. It's not even not supposed to happen. You're just not accustomed to it, right? It's the white chocolate effect. It's the unicorn effect, and the unicorn effect gets eyes no matter what race they are, what sex they are, where they are in the damn globe. You're not gonna get hated on it, right? But we hating on Eminem because he's white doing a black activity, bro. The definition of racism. He call it white superiority. Nah, bro, you just fucking racist. But I mean, this is known. I'm curious about the people that support Umar's message, especially with this. Come on, man. Keep it stacked. Come on, man. Be for real. It's not good.
I think what some of you guys will be excited about is that Stevie and I are actually going to come back together. We're going to be making some more content soon. So shout out to the homie Stevie Knight. But yeah, I think a message I want to leave you guys with amidst this situation of division, and here we go, more headlines popping off, more controversy, is that one of the things I love about music, I love about rap, is that it gives a voice to people who don't normally have a voice. And that voice, nowadays, on a global scale, does not discriminate. And that's the beautiful thing about music. When you hear someone singing, when you hear a song that you love, you close your eyes and you don't see anything. You don't see anyone. It comes in through your eardrums and you connect with it. And talent does not discriminate. And something like rap, and you have to look at what it takes to really be a top-tier lyricist. Other top-tier lyricists do not talk bad about Eminem. Why? Because they're in the trenches. They know what it takes to get to that level, right? When you talk about the Nas's, when you talk about the Busta Rhymes, when you talk about the Royce da 5'9", when you talk about just amazing lyricists, Black Thought, you know, King Crooked, they only ever speak highly of Eminem because they do it too. And they know the amount of hours that it takes and the amount of talent that it takes to get to that level. When you have these people who don't do it, you know, Umar can never write a rap at a level that Eminem writes. He never could. And yet it's funny that these people are the ones that seem to want to represent the voice of hip hop nowadays and the voice of rap nowadays. I think it needs to be given back to the rappers and to the people actually doing it and excelling at a high level doing it. I'll leave you guys on that. But anyways, stay safe, stay positive, look after each other. And like I always try to end things with, and the one message I say to you all, treat others the way you yourself want to be treated. Treat each other with respect, with dignity. Build rather than destroy.